Hey yo, E-King Fight News. Eddie Hearn finally admits Deontay Wilder's the biggest money fight for Anthony Joshua out there, but he can't seem to get that fight done. E-King Fight News. We got more on this. Hey yo, E-King Fight News back in the building. You already know. And the most pathological lion-ass promoter known to boxing right now, Eddie Hearn. Well, first and foremost, he just got G-checked by Bob Arum, who said to Fight Hype, you know what? For as much as you want to talk about the ticket sales, as much as you want to talk about the venues, the real money in boxing is in the United States. That's what Bob Arum said. You know, that's why he's had proven pay-per-view stars. That's why Bob Arum has had massive fight after massive fight. You know, he was involved in Pacquiao Mayweather. He was involved in all the big Pacquiao fights, pretty much. Up until now, he was involved in all the big Pacquiao fights, maybe except for the Matisse fight, right? Bob Arum was involved in, you know, some of them early Oscar De La Hoya fights, some of the early Floyd Mayweather fights. Mayweather Gotti was top ranked, right? So this guy, Bob Arum's been there, done that when it comes to boxing. And it's funny because Bob Arum, he's trying to grow his brand. You know, he had some experiments over in China. He brought Pacquiao over to China. You know, he's had some experiments with Australia. And now the word is he's going after the Indian market. It's funny how he doesn't even really plan on touching the UK. He don't want no parts of no UK. But you know, that aside, check out what Eddie Hearn had to say, man. This is interesting to me. All right, just pay attention here. The bigger money fight is Wilder, but for AJ, it's about legacy and becoming undisputed champion. There's more demand for Joshua Wilder, but I don't think fans will be disappointed in Joshua Fury. Right? I will be disappointed if we don't get Fury or Wilder next. The focus is Wilder. But if we can't get him, we will go for Fury. Like, is Eddie Hearn fucking delusional or some shit? You know, you can add that on, yo. Pathological liar, delusional, and this guy's just, man, it's crazy what he'll say to the media. Yeah? It's crazy. It's crazy how he gets away with this again and again. Like, he can just say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go after Fury. Not going after Wilder. If we can't get Wilder, we're gonna get Fury." Like, you idiot, they're fighting each other. Like, those two guys are gonna fight each other in a rematch, and they're gonna make even more money than they did the first time. Meanwhile, you haven't even been involved in the US pay-per-view. You're trying to take over a US market, going into venues like Kansas and fucking Kansas and where else, man? Where's Eddie Hearn's next destination? Yeah? It's gonna be fucking, who knows where he's going next, man? I have no idea, man. Wichita and shit. Wichita. Oh man, yo. But you know, Eddie Hearn, okay. I mean, like do what you do, man. You think you're gonna bring that UK formula, the bum bashing, on the undercards, and nobody's on the undercards? You're gonna bring them all over here? You're gonna bring all the Liams and the Walshes and the Allens and you're gonna bring them all over here, and you're gonna make them fight each other? Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, really, ain't nobody trying to see that, man. Ain't nobody trying to see it, man. And Eddie Hearn, AJ, Why don't you stick your tail between your legs? If you want to fight Deontay Wilder, the American heavyweight champion, let it be known that you want to fight on U.S. soil. And I'll bet you'll have a much better chance of making that fight happen than any other time in history. If you want to fight Deontay Wilder on U.S. soil, that fight can absolutely happen. But it's not going to happen if you have a fixed venue, if you lock AJ in 2 fights with Wembley, and you're going to expect Deontay Wilder to just, you know, okay, we're going to the UK, you know? It's like, fuck out of here. You know what? But there's been some rumblings that the rematch between Wilder and Fury might be in the UK. That may actually happen. I don't know what the chances are. Considering Fury didn't win the fight, it was ruled a draw. So on that premise, you would expect Fury to come back to the US, right? And I think Frank Warren, I'm not sure if he's really pushing for it or if he just wants to put that out there. But it is what it is. Like, it really is what it is. I mean, there's a simple fact that every heavyweight fighter has got to understand. You got to come to the U.S. at some point or another. If you're really the best champion in the world, you got to come over to the U.S. Vladimir Klitschko did it, right? He came over to the U.S. several times. Fucking Vladimir Klitschko did it. Vitaly Klitschko did it. Fucking, you know, even before that, Lennox Lewis did it. They all did it. I've never seen this AJ fucking syndrome where you want to keep this guy in the UK forever. Like yo, what the fuck was that? And okay, he's got another fight in Wembley. It'll probably be against Dillian White. And I don't know. Eddie Hearn seems to be having second thoughts about the whole scenario. And let me get real deep into this, man. King Fight News. We're just getting started, man. All right. Now, what a lot of people are forgetting is Anthony Joshua was given every opportunity for a big pay-per-view fight in the US. He turned it down. Then, when Anthony Joshua turned it down, he came up with this fan excuse. Oh, you know what? We owe it to the fans to have the first fight. They're talking about They're talking about like they want to have 2 fights, and they backed out completely. Oh, the first fight should be in the UK, right? You know, it took Eddie Hearn to get Anthony Joshua, lock him in a room with his trainer, and they both did a number on this guy. So since then, Eddie Hearn basically had another flat fee ready for Deontay Wilder. It was $15 million that Deontay Wilder reluctantly accepted. He said, we'll take it. We'll take it. That's right, he said, we'll take the offer. We'll make the fight. But he just asked for 2 simple things. A date, a venue, and a fucking rematch clause. And all of a sudden the WBA shows up and forces Eddie Hearn's hand, quote unquote, which is total bullshit. They set the whole thing up so that they could blame Wilder on the first negotiations. And look what's happened next. A whole bunch of fucking karma. And you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Eddie Hearn fucked up the opportunity to get that fight done sooner rather than later. And now that it's a little bit later, he's acting like he wants to get it done sooner. But when Deontay Wilder takes any kind of initiative and offers $50 million, this guy's got a whole laundry list of excuses not to take that $50 million. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Eddie Hearn can suck all kinds of dick right now because he's choking on it. He's fucking choking on this shit, man. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't, back of his mind, he's probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. It's just, if Anthony Joshua steps up and faces Dillian White in a rematch, he doesn't know who wins that fight. He probably thinks, Dillian White could upset the apple cart. The way things are going. It's possible. It's entirely possible that could happen. So we have to wait and see, man. E-King Fight News. Let me know what you guys think. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, for more boxing, hit that bell icon. You already know what it is. And we're out.